600.
In Poor Things, this Oscar becomes kind of a combination of Eliza Doolittle and Frankenstein. Now,
What's Stone?
yes, Emma Stone.
Culture Popularity 4?
Gene Autry's been gone for a while, but he was on the Billboard Hot 100 in late December 2023 with Here Comes This Fellow. Now,
What's the hot stepper?
Leanne.
What is Santa Claus?
Yeah, kind of the Christmas hot stepper, I call him. Back to you, Leanne.
Okay, culture popularly for 200.
In January 2024, the copyright on the 1928 version of this character expired, so we can show him without legal issues. Mark.
Who's Mickey Mouse?
Yes.
Italian products too.
A post-World War II shortage of cocoa led to a product called John Duyot, a precursor of this hazelnut spread. Mark.
What is Nutella?
Yes.
Words and their meanings 200.
From the Latin for somewhere else, it can be a claim that proves innocence or the person who backs up that claim. Mark.
What is alibi?
That's it.
Present first lady 200.
Final clue. A children's library
Hello?
center in Little Rock, Arkansas is named for this first lady. Mark.
Who's Clinton?
That's correct. You have $1,800. You're still in third, though, so you'll select first in Double Jeopardy. When we return, stay with us.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Tell people I do it.
Oh, it's you. Why couldn't it be a mother?
What are you doing?
You relaxing now?
Hey, man.
If you have Graves' disease, your eye symptoms could mean something more. That gritty feeling can be frustrating.
All you do is relax,
Even a little blurry vision can deceive things.
right?
And something serious may be behind those itchy eyes.
You're chicken.
Up to 50% of people with Graves could develop a different condition called thyroid eye disease, which should be treated by a different doctor. See an expert. Find a TED eye specialist at isitted.com.
Apartments.com lets any landlord find qualified renters and sign leases and collect payments from any place, even here. And the worst here is
I'm gonna fall asleep.
This guy ran a red light and T-boned me. The insurance company was giving me a hard time. So I called Mike. Mike's team got me a $220,000 settlement.
You just open the mail, you don't even read it?
888-7500. Hey, it's me, your vacation. So let's discuss my ingenious plan for reconnecting with the family. Small town charm, endless excitement, and live music shows. Then mix in shopping, dining, and a few picture-perfect moments. And you guessed it, we are going to Branson. Let's have some fun and get away from this. Come on, these family memories aren't going to make themselves. So let's get this show on the road. To Branson!
Prevagen. You might take something for your heart, but do you take something for your brain? In clinical trials, Prevagen improved. Prevagen, no prescription required.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like a cure. Primatene Mist opens airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler.
But of course, Double Jeopardy is around where the scores can really change. Let's take a look at the categories. We have the picture of someone named Gray, followed by shared international lakes, then a little game of name that author, then 20th century song, 21st century ad, I'll remember late April, and finally pronouns, P-R-O in quotation marks. Mark, where to?
Let's do a 20th century song, 21st century ad for 1600.
Good Times Roll by this group turned up in a Capital One ad. Mark.
What are Cars?
Right.
20th century song, 21st century ad 2000.
Bud Light Seltzer put this Casey and the Sunshine Band footwear in a commercial. Mark.
What are Boogie Shoes?
2000 for you.
20th century song, 1200.
This lodging service, founded in 2007, built an ad around Bob Dylan's Shelter from the Storm. Mark.
What is Airbnb?
Right again.
20th century song, 800.
Perhaps hearing You're My Best Friend from this band's album A Night at the Opera got you to book that Carnival cruise. Now.
What's Queen?
Yes.
Name that author too.
I got in a couple of hassles at the work farm, to tell the pure truth, and the court ruled that I'm a psychopath. Mark.
Who is Salinger?
No, I'm sorry. Emily Ann. That's for one who over the cuckoo's nest. Ken Kesey. Back to you.
I'll remember late April 2000.
For 2000 is the Daily Double. What do you want to do here, man?
3000.
All right. Put your clue in. I'll remember late April. This organization was founded 80 years ago on April 25th to benefit institutions including Howard and Morehouse.
What's UNICEF?
No, I'm sorry. Those are historically black schools. It's the United Negro College Fund. So the game got a little closer. Select again, ma'am.
I'll remember late April 16.
On April 29th, 1945, the 45th Infantry Division of the U.S. 7th Army arrived to liberate this concentration camp near Munich. Now,
Let's back out.
yes,
I'll remember late April 12.
this Swiss-based super lab released the World Wide Web free to all April 30th, 1993, having considered charging a user fee. The lab is called CERN. Nam?
Name that author 16.
Answer there, the other Daily Double. You still have the lead, Nam.
2000.
Mr. Fluid, name that author. It was pork making by machinery, pork making by applied mathematics, that this slaughtering machine ran on.
Who is Sinclair?
Upton Sinclair's a jungle, yes. You have 10,000.
Picture of someone named Gray 2000.
As Prime Minister, the second Earl Grey, a leader of the Liberal Party called this, passed the Democratizing 1832 Reform Bill. They were the Whigs. Ma'am?
Picture of someone named Gray 16.
Like many of his bestsellers, 1921's The Mysterious Rider concerns cowboys and gunslingers in the Old West. The end.
Who is Zane Grey?
You're right.
Name that author for 1200.
The John Galt line was moving forward. The attacks on his metal had ceased. The end.
Who is Ayn Rand?
Yes.
Let's name that author for 800.
Oh, how he loved that smell, and oh, how he wished he could go inside the factory and see what it was like. Mark?
Is Roald Dahl?
Yes.
Shared International Lakes, 1200.
This Russian hero, named for a victory at the Neva River, also won a battle on frozen Lake Peipus, now shared by Russia and Estonia. That's how Alexander Nevsky got his name. Back to you, Mark.
Okay, let's do pronouns for 1200.
An introduction to a literary work. Mark?
Or the prologue?
Yes.
Pronouns 1600.
A prominent nose, or an elephant's trunk. Mark?
What is a protuberance? Protuberance?
No, I'm sorry. Leanne?
What's a proboscis?
Yeah, that's the word, proboscis.
Okay, let's do pronouns for 800.
An expert who uses behavioral knowledge to identify suspected criminals. Mark?
What is a profiler?
You got it.
Pronouns 2000.
From Latin for to beget, it's a forefather or originator. Now,
What's progenitor?
that's correct.
I'll remember late April 8.
Actually knew that one.
After Europeans named it, then with
I knew progenitor.
Oh, excellent.
This country became independent April 27th, 1960.
I was gonna pronounce it wrong, but I
Sierra
know.
Leone.
Right.
Shared International Lakes 2000.
The world's highest navigable lake. It's shared by Peru and Bolivia. Mark?
What is Titicaca?
Yes.
Shared International Lakes, 16.
Niger, Nigeria, and Cameroon all share this lake with its namesake nation. Now,
What's Chad?
you got it.
Picture of someone named Gray 12.
In 1919, Sir Edward Grey came from England to try to get the U.S. to join this new world organization. Didn't work. Mark?
What's the League of Nations?
Yes.
Picture of someone named Gray, 800.
Joel Grey did a wonderful job as this character when Wicked premiered on Broadway in 2003. Now,
What's the Wizard of Oz?
correct.
Picture of someone named Gray 4.
This woman, who had a short reign in England, was executed in 1553, along with her husband of less than a year.
Who's Jane Gray?
Good.
Shared International Lakes 8.
Lake Champlain is shared by the states of Vermont and New York and this province. Mark? No. Yeah,
What's Quebec?
that's right.
Shared International Lakes.
Egypt and Sudan share this lake, created by the building of the Aswan High Dam. Now,
What's next?
yes,
Name that author for.
early in the spring of 1750, a man-child was born to Omoro and Binta Kinte.
Haley?
Yes.
20th century song, 21st century.
70s Native American band Redbone are back as Come and Get Your Love is in ads for this brand's trucks, like the Silverado. Now,
What's Chevy?
yes,
I'll remember late April 4.
Soviet victims of radiation accidents are remembered every April 26th, the day of the meltdown at this site.
Chernobyl?
What's Chernobyl?
That's right.
And bring it.
Pronouns. The process of authenticating a will. Mark.
What is probate?
Is probate. Yes, you have an even $9,000. Just over half Nam's score. We'll see what happens in Final Jeopardy. The category you three will be facing is business. And the clue is coming up right after this.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile